Shalom and welcome to Students of Torah. This year is entitled Parshat V'Etchanan, Moshe's critique of Bnei Israel. It says in the beginning of V'Etchanan, V'Yitaber Hashem bi le'manchem. Moshe said to the people, Hashem got angry at me, le'manchem. What does it mean le'manchem? For your sake, or because of you? What is Moshe saying exactly? So if you look at even in different translations in English, some will say for your sake. Others will translate it as because of you. Rashi seems to be saying that as well. And Onkelos, that Hashem got angry, so to speak, at me because of you. Meaning what? You went ahead and complained improperly. And he made things very, very tense. And because of that, I reacted. And the famous issue with the rock. He hit the rock, got angry rock, called them rebels, whatever it was that he did wrong. You have all the commentaries on the Torah. What did Moshe do exactly that warranted the punishment? But whatever it was, the catalyst was Bnei Israel acting improperly. And then they acted one way. I reacted, Moshe said, and look what happened to me because of you. And this is a fascinating question. Is that a legitimate taina, a legitimate complaint against the Jewish people? They went ahead and they complained. So they should have, the taina, the complaint against them should be the fact that they complained improperly. How I, Moshe, react, that's a separate discussion totally. Or no, is someone responsible not only for their actions and acting improperly, but for causing someone else to have a bad reaction as well? They too have a part in it. Amazing question. Take a trip, family trip, up north to a Tzimmer. It's the end of Av now. And on the trip, so let's not talk about the 4 or 5-year-olds complaining along the way. Not enough room in the car, not bar mitzvah age yet. 17-year-old complaining. It's so stuffy in the car, the trip is so long. The bed in the Tzimmer is no good. I already went kayaking last year. Complaining. 18-year-olds are responsible for his actions. And the father loses it. Somewhere along the way, he screams. He goes crazy. Not in a chinuch educational way, but he just loses it. Well, there's no wrong, no legitimate chinuch response. And he realizes later on, it was improper, it was kas, it was anger. So that's his responsibility. Does the 18-year-old have a chilek in that as well? Does the 18-year-old have a role in that as well? The fact that he was whining and complaining the whole trip. Father, they worked so hard during the other parents, save up money for this trip. And all the 18-year-old does is whining and causes the father to lose it. Does he have a chilek in that, the 18-year-old? It could be. And according to what Moshe is saying, I'm responsible for my anger and my issue and my reaction. I am. You have a chilek in that as well. You have a portion in that as well. And it could be this is under the umbrella of our responsibility to the Jews, arevut, lifnei evil tite michshol, not setting a stumbling block in front of others. Our responsibility is to act properly to ourselves and not do something that can have a ripple effect with someone else as well. And we have to be thinking about that as well when we act in a certain manner. It could be an amazing chiddush over here that Moshe is teaching us. To Bnei Israel, you are responsible for your actions, and you have a chilek in the results as well. I also responsible, obviously. Moshe is not pushing off responsibility, but you cannot deny your responsibility. You have to be thinking about that for the future. It's an awesome, awesome insight and responsibility that we all have in how we act and how we cause others to react as well. Shalom.